So I just completed Bioshock for probably the 15th or 20th time, something around that number. And after the credits started to roll, I sat back and I really asked myself, what is it about this game that keeps reeling me back in? Because I really don't do that for any other game. There might be Red Dead Redemption 1, Red Dead Redemption 2, but that's literally probably about it as far as games that I continuously go back to. Of course, Skyrim every now and then, but there's just something about Bioshock that I play more than any other game as far as a replay. So let's dive deep into that because I think there's something special about this game. And if you have not played it yourself, you are truly missing out, but let's get into it. The game begins right away with you in a plane crash in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and the main character Jack discovers a mysterious lighthouse. This lighthouse serves as a gateway to Rapture, an underwater city built by the visionary Andrew Ryan. From the first moment, Bioshock sets the stage for an unforgettable journey. And I think that's why I continuously go back to Bioshock, because it really is a setting that I have never experienced up to that point and even afterwards. Rapture to me is just such an incredible game setting, and I hear there's a rumor of a TV show or a movie. I am so incredibly excited for it. Hopefully they do it justice, but there's really no telling. We never know with video game adaptations nowadays. It's so hard to tell. So Rapture was built in the 1940s. It's an underwater city that's a marvel of Art Deco architecture filled with grand halls, intricate sculptures, and opulent details. The city was designed to be a utopia, free from the constraints of government and religion, where individuals could thrive based on their own merit. However, as we explore the decaying remnants of this society, it becomes clear that Rapture has become a dystopian nightmare. The world building in Bioshock is very meticulous. Every room, every corridor tells a story. From the vintage posters to advertisements that line the walls to the personal belongings left behind by Rapture inhabitants, this city truly feels lived in. And it honestly makes it really, really easy to kind of just dig deep into the game and really feel like you're in this underwater city. It's because of the music that plays. It's the sound effects. It's the splicers running on the ceiling and the gun sounds, and just being haunted by Rapture's past is just something that, again, always just intrigues me. I'm always wondering what's going to be in this next shop. What's going to be around this corner? Is there going to be a Big Daddy? Is there going to be a splicer ready to take me out? What is it that I'm about to experience next is something that I am always thinking in Bioshock. But it's not just the setting that makes Bioshock stand out, it's the atmosphere. From the moment you step into the bathysphere and descend into the depths, you're enveloped in a world that feels alive. The sound design plays a crucial role in creating this immersive experience. The ambient noises of Rapture, the creaking of the city's infrastructure, the distant echoes of splicers muttering to themselves, the ominous groans of Big Daddies patrolling the halls all contribute to a sense of unease and tension. The music, composed by Gary Scheinman, further enhances this atmosphere. The haunting melodies and orchestral arrangements perfectly capture the mood of the game. From the moments of quiet reflection to intense combat sequences, the use of period-appropriate songs adds an extra layer of authenticity and nostalgia. Bioshock excels at visual storytelling. The game doesn't rely solely on cutscenes to convey its narrative. Instead, it uses the environment to tell the story. As you explore Rapture, you'll come across scenes of chaos and destruction, graffiti scrawled on walls, and bloodstains that hint at the violence that took place. These visual cues give you a glimpse into the lives of Rapture's citizens and the events that led to the city's overall downfall. Audio diaries are scattered throughout the game, providing personal accounts of Rapture's inhabitants. These recordings offer insights into the hope, dreams, and eventual despair of the people who once called Rapture home. Listening to these diaries while exploring the city adds depth to the story and makes the world feel even more real. The characters of Bioshock are integral to its atmosphere. Andrew Ryan, the visionary founder of Rapture, is a complex figure whose ideals and ambition drives much of the game's narrative. His voice echoes throughout the city, delivering monologues that reveal his philosophy and the principles that guide the creation of Rapture itself. And then you have Atlas, the mysterious voice guiding you through the city. It adds another layer of intrigue. His Irish accent and pleas for help create a sense of urgency and purpose as you navigate the dangers of Rapture. Then there are the more twisted inhabitants, like Dr. Steinman, a plastic surgeon driven by his quest for perfection. And then you have Sander Cohen, a deranged artist who views the chaos of Rapture as his canvas. Each character adds to the oppressive, unsettling atmosphere of the game, making Rapture feel like a place teetering on the brink of madness. At its core, the game explores themes of free will, power, and the consequences of unchecked ambition. The famous twist involving Atlas and the revelation of the phrase, "Would you kindly?" is one of the most memorable moments in gaming history. It changes the player to consider the nature of control and the illusion of choice. And then you of course have Bioshock's gameplay. Now it is a little outdated to today's standards. I'm not gonna lie. Bioshock definitely, absolutely 100% shows its age a little bit as far as the gameplay. The game combines traditional first-person shooter mechanics with unique abilities granted by plasmids. These genetic modifications allow you to wield powers like telekinesis, electricity, and fire, adding a strategic element to combat. The ability to creatively use your environment to defeat enemies enhances the sense of immersion and makes every encounter feel dynamic and somewhat exciting depending on the number of splicers you just fought through. Although the game is somewhat linear, Rapture encourages you to search every nook and cranny, rewarding curiosity with valuable resources and story elements. The scarcity of supplies, especially on those more difficult levels, allow the player and makes the player feel the need to scavenge for ammo, health packs, and Eve injections, which heightens the tension and reinforces the survival horror aspect of the game. So overall, Bioshock is just one of those games that keeps me pulled in because I really just have not experienced anything like Bioshock before. And by that, I mean Rapture. Rapture is just one of the best gaming settings I have ever experienced. And I hope that one day, besides the DLC from Bioshock Infinite, I think that's what it is, I want a before everything happened full Bioshock game in Rapture. That would be so amazing to be part of the entire experience as it's happening. But if you have not played Bioshock, I cannot recommend it enough. To me, playthroughs are great to watch. They are a way to save money, but it is never the same thing as playing the game yourself. And right now, between Steam, Xbox, eBay, you can get this game for incredibly cheap. And I cannot recommend enough to try this game out for yourselves. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. I know this is a little bit of a different video than my norm, but I had to talk about this game because I'm probably not going to do a playthrough of it because I have played this game so many times, but I wanted to showcase it a little bit on this channel in some way. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for showing this video some love, even though, again, this is not my normal content. I appreciate you for stopping by, but until the next one, peace out.